Ciao belli, let's go. Second video, we change the format, we play the same color, we are going to try to see if in Explorer slash Pioneer Gruul is a good archetype at the moment. Of course, no one is playing Pioneer at the moment, but who cares? So I love this deck. This is my creation. I worked a lot of it and I keep changing it. It started as Gruul Satyr, thanks to one of my favorite cards ever, which is Gaia of the Endless Dance, but now it changed more and more and it became a Gruul aggro. But it's not the Gruul aggro that you can imagine, because it's a very creature based, not so prowess, and this is the deck. So let's look. It's called Break Atarka because the two key cards are Atarka's Command and Breakout. And so Atarka's Command is a powerhouse of aggro decks in Pioneer, since it can give a lot of damage instant if you have a big board. We are going mostly use it for the two mode. Attack command deals 3 damage to each opponent, and also creatures you control get +1/+1 until the end of turn. And the other key card here is Burning Tree Emissary, which will allow us to have very powerful second turns. So the combo of these two, or I should say finding a Burning Tree Emissary on Breakout, will allow us on the third turn even to play Embercleave, another one of my favorite cards. And if we can attack with 3 creatures, turn 3 is game over. And what else? So on the one drop we have 10 creature. Let's put this on the moment. 10 creature, Experimental 1 and Pelt Collector, which do pretty much the same thing. They get pumped. They have evolved pretty much. It's a bit different for Pelt Collector, but it's really similar. And we have Popatch Recruiter, which is a powerhouse against spot removal. And on the 2 drop we have the powerful Fear of Missing Out Wildfire Wicked Folk that came out of Duskmoor. Not very much for Delirium, but because they are creatures that can do a lot of damages. Another 2 drop interesting is Voltaic Brawler. It comes from with the energy mechanics, and this dude can hit for 4 damage trample, and it also pumps our Experiment 1 and Pelt Collector. So a copy of Gaia of Endless Dance, because this is my pair card, and I don't know if it still fit. It's interesting to allow us to draw, but the game usually finishes at game 4. And 1 copy of Inti. I don't like to play multiple legendary creatures in my aggro deck, because if you draw, it's that card if you draw it the second, but it can be interesting to have 1. Also gives trample, which can be important for the last damages when the oppo puts some creatures on it. So then the rest is at the 3 drops we have 2 Reckless Bushwalker. I'm still the other 2 are in the side. I don't know if I like it all here in the main or in the side, but Embercleave is one of my pet cards, so I go back and forth on this. And 1 copy of Dovri, Anarch of Bolas, which is a Planeswalker from originally from War of the Spark. It's a very good enabler of our strategy, because it gives a +1/+0 to our creatures, and also it's our removal spell when we need. We have another one in the side. And yeah, for the mana base we have all the staple in Pioneer, so 20 lands with Lair of the Hydra and Den of the Bugbeard, which are the spell that can get animated, and of course the Kamigawa super strong lang, Sokezan and Boseiju. Sideboard, pretty much all standard. For against the like Greasefang or like graveyard based deck, I like Tormod's Crypt because it's a 0 mana spell that can combine super well with Reckless Bushwhack, some Torch the Tower, Haywire's Might against spell and pesky artifact. Some other removal towards the tower with Choker's Friendly. We could put it like a little bit more organized, but yeah, pretty much that. One Screaming Nemesis, because why not? It's really good against life gain, and also Cindervine, which I don't think it's anymore like a super strong answer, but they are more efficient like Aware Mites, but I like it, the ping and the 2 damage, which can come useful in some matchup. So yeah, so this is the deck. Let's try it in one game. Okay, so let's try some traditional Explorer ranked Pioneer, pretty much. Not the most interesting at the moment, since there's not big competition this year. It's pretty much standard and modern. But yeah, I like the format very much. Still creature based. I think it's really there are a lot of variety, and there is space to brew. And since the format is not super strong, the new every time it comes out new set, it can be shaken a lot. Not as standard, but almost. So yeah, we play first Yorion Sky Nomad. So this is probably a bring to Nib to Light deck, and let's take a look. So this is a keep. This is what we want to see. First drop, then breakout. It would be great if we find our Burning Tree Emissary, but any 2 drop will do. And then we have Fear of Missing Out to cycle excessive land, and then we have Atarka, our big payoff to go large. So this is pretty much the perfect end for us. And so we start. So against Nib to Light, it really depends if he has the sweeper. We are super fast. If we can stay under it, we're going to dominate. Otherwise, on the long game, there is no solution. So yeah. So this is the thing. We cannot take a Reckless Bushwhack because it's a free drop. We need to take the Experiment one, which is not the best. We really want a 2 or 3 power here to push at least 4 or 5 damage. But if we would have taken the Bushwhack, it would get in our hand, it would be even worse. Next turn, at least this comes at 2 power thanks to Fear of Missing Out. And so this is not the best display of a breakout, but at least it stays. And let's see. Let's see if it's spot removal. Let's see if the big, as always, against these decks, the big turn is turn 3, if it has the removal at 3 mana or not. So this is interesting. We can go break out and push more damage, or keep it for the, I think, so we play the land for sure. And so if we were going to do that, I think we will have to pitch the breakout, because we want to be sure to cast both of these spells. So there would be 4 now, and then 6, 7, 8, 9, 12. Lethal if it doesn't do anything. Otherwise we push this, and then the next turn, yeah, I think it's better. And we try to do that. And yeah, so this is it. We get the Fear of Missing Out anyway, and I think we're going to do that. No, we push the damage. We push the damage, and this is perfect. This is perfect. This is what we want to do. This is so much damage, and I think we are going to, yeah, we're going to pay, but we are going also to pump it. And we're going to do it on the Paw Patch. That is going to be the easier. It's true that this is not trample, but this is the easier target of removal. Of course, if it has sweeper, is not the best, but yeah, we would also have, is it a 4? We would also have 3 damage on face, so we would bring him at 1, and it would be pretty much over. So against this matchup, we definitely want to bring the Screaming Nemesis, and I think we take off this and this, we put a couple of eyewear Myers. We want to be even faster, and I think, but yeah, so I think Cindervines could be good. It's a bit slow, but it will play a lot of non-creature spell, and this can fight a little bit the cornucopia on stuff like that. And so 61, I think one Embercleave is enough because it's really difficult to play it on turn 3 on the draw. Let's see if on the sideboard we want to bring something else. I think this is our configuration for this match. We really need him not to have a sweeper on turn 3, and we need to play as fast as the game before. So yeah, this with this deck is even more polarized draw on the play. I think there are 20-30% difference in winning or losing if you're on the play or on the draw. But yeah, this is what we sign up for. So this is a good end. It's not, we don't have a Burning Tree Emissary to have a super powerful, but it's good enough. I think we will lead on, it's true that this become trample. Anyway, we can play both of them, but the possibility to regenerate this is not too undervalued, so this is good. Let's start with experimental one. Yeah, so this is the best start. It's already pretty much fixed for all this stuff, and he can also, yeah, so he has on, no, so yeah, it's missing red. It doesn't have online lane line binding yet. So yeah, turn 2. I think we go Brawler, which will allow us to have more decision after, since with Evolve, this creature will grow also, even if Fear of Missing Out is only 2 power, because also the 3 on toughness counts, and then so we can play Pel Collector and their Fear of Missing Out, having more information of the deck. So yeah, this is Ancient Cornucopia, this is standard, and I wonder if it's, so if it doesn't have a sweeper, but it's going to play later the 4 mana, it's going to gain so much life, yeah, the Omnot, so we can remove it now and attack for 6 plus 2, 8, and we remove 1 mana, so it doesn't have Bring to Light next. So I think I like that play, and this is why we bring Cindervines and the other artifact removal against this deck. Let's just check for sure that it takes also artifact or enchantment. So yeah, we want to do that. It's going to take 2 damage too. So it's a 3 mana removal. It would be 2 mana if we would have played the Haywire Might, but there is 2 damage. It's true that we can't play Pelt Collector, but with the Sweeper incoming, even, yeah, so see, this is the Sweeper. We can rebuild really fast, and now it doesn't have hopefully the 4th and 5th mana to go Bring to Light another. So yeah, maybe it does, but there is not much we can do. We have to play our cards, play our outs. So yeah, here we, of course, discard the land, so Fear of Missing Out is good for that too. And yeah, so this is interesting. If it doesn't remove any of our creature, these are 6 damage on his face. Yeah, see, that's perfect. I think this game is pretty much done. Yeah, unless he has exactly Fatal Push, we are really good. But we could also, so let's see if he blocks. So if he blocks and we play 1 Atarka's Command, yeah, I think we do that because if he died on the end, yeah, so yeah, it doesn't have answer. So this game is already over, and this is the power of my Brew in Gruul. Break Atarka, really big fan of this build. We win against one of the strongest deck at the moment, Bring to Light. Neve to Light, of course, I'm going to mess up. Let's watch again the deck for a moment and review our gameplay. So yeah, So this is the deck, almost. So this is the deck, and in game one, I think we saw the power of Burning Tree Emissary, and yeah, just the poor aggro. But even on the draw, with interesting sideboards as Cindervines or Aware Might, both were good. We prevent the 5 mana on turn 4, which is so important to that deck. And with the combination of some of our most powerful cards like Fear of Missing Out and Atarka's Command, we were able to close the game as fast as turn 4, I think, which is on the draw, it's really on with a sweeper, maybe turn 5, but sweeper, and on the draw, really good result. So this is a Break Atarka for Pioneer, and I think I will work on this build and bring it back to you maybe after Aether Drift. So thank you for watching, and see you at the next brew.